y'all, it's Kate, and today I'm doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I probably should have done this as my first video because it makes sense, but I didn't know about it till now. The first question is, why did you start this channel? So this is probably the same for me as it is for a lot of people, but I started this channel because I've been watching Booktube and it's really fun, and I just wanted to be more involved in it because now I was just like a viewer of videos, you know, but I feel like I wasn't able to participate very much, I guess. I mean, you can comment, but that's about all. The second question is, what are some fun and unique things that I can bring to Booktube? So, I don't know, my opinions? That's about all I can think. I like to journal, if that's something different, I guess. Yeah, I'll just bring my opinions. The third question is, what are you most excited about for this channel? I'm most excited to meet new friends and people that I can talk about books with. I have only a couple friends in school that I talk about books with, so it's gonna be nice to have some other people to discuss with. Because honestly, if you can't talk about the books that you're reading, you're just gonna get all bottled up and you're gonna be just filled with feelings and have nowhere to spill. The fourth question is, why do you love reading? Because whenever you're reading a good book, you don't want to do anything else in the world. There's nothing else that consumes you so much as a good book. And I think that's so important. And there's also something that one of my good friends said to me, and she said, you must have so many things inside your head. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, so many stories. You read so much. You must have so much that you just know, like so many stories that you remember. And it's true. I mean, I do now that I think about it. And you think you forget them, but then you look at the book and you just remember it all, and it all comes right back to you. The fifth question is, what is a book or series that got you into reading? Guardians of Ghoul series. It's a series about owls, and I think it's like 15 books long or something crazy like that. But they're all really tiny, like this big. It's kind of like, for some people, the Junie B. Jones, which I suppose I read the Junie B. Jones series too, and like the Magic Tree House and all that stuff. But I feel like Guardians of Ghoul, the owl series, is really what made me want to read just more. The sixth question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I'd probably just want to have an in-depth discussion with them about all the books that we both love. Honestly, that's all I would want to do, is just an in-depth discussion. I feel like that's it. The seventh question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Something like that. Well, this is a pretty obvious one. I think everyone probably says the same thing for this, but it's just talking to the camera, and I'm gonna struggle getting my personality out there, I guess, because I'm pretty boring just talking to a little circle right here, you know. But I think eventually I'll be able to talk fluidly and just express my feelings and jokes better. The eighth question is, when did you start reading? So for me, I've always been a reader, but it kind of turned into more of a hobby when I was in middle school, and then I read a whole bunch. I always read a whole bunch in middle school, and then I started to find some friends in school that read books too, and we all just talked about them, and that's what we did all day. The ninth question is, where do you read? Right there. In my bed. In that bed. That is literally it. I mean, I bring my books like everywhere I go, so if I go to school, of course I try to read in school and stuff, but for the most part, it all gets done right there, and that's the truth of it. The last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? Of course, I like to branch out and read all kinds of books, but I mean, I find myself reading the most fantasy because I just love fantasy. I love Harry Potter. I love Lord of the Rings. I don't know, it's my thing, you know, I just love them. So that's all that I have to say today, so I'll be back soon with another video. I'll see you soon. Bye!